You've had a chance to direct some of the best actors and some of the most popular actors, Jessica Biel, Arlie Ermy. The one that stands out the most to me, and this is pre this gentleman really blew up and is such a massive star today, Jason Momoa in Conan the Barbarian. Talk about some of your memories on set being with Jason, and is he genuinely in person the same way, like the charismatic enigma that he is, that we all see on TV and on like Instagram?
Yeah, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah,
he's exactly that. And to such an extent that he was a very hard sell for the studio. They went like, watch Twilight. You can use anybody from Twilight. I said, none of them looks like Conan. Well, there's one, who did a lot of push-ups waiting for his shots on Twilight.
Probably like Taylor Lautner or Kellen Lutz, one of those guys, I'm sure.
I won't say. So I went like, that's not, in fact, we need somebody that, people don't know yet, that doesn't have any baggage, right? And on the other hand, we also need somebody who gets away with stuff. I give you an example. I looked at Conan, I went like, technically it's an epic, but epic is also always for do-gooders. If it's Moses or if it's like, they're always like Christianity informed kind of guys, right? Because they were invented by Cecil B. DeMille to get the Christian Bible Belt to come to the movie houses, which they deemed immoral places, dancing girls, gunslingers, not for. So he would give them the 10 Commandments and movies like that, Ben-Hur, right?
Sure, yeah.
So I went like, Conan is not that. He's not virtuous that way, right? He's sort of like more politically incorrect. He's actually a politically incorrect epic hero. So who in this politically correct age gets away with like grabbing a woman's ass while drinking out of a stein? It's like that. Yeah. Who's that kind of a guy, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger does it, and I've seen him do stuff like that. The women laugh, and maybe he gets laid by that very same woman at the end of the day. Sean Connery, he was one of the last guys that got away with it, right? By today's standards, lots of misogynism, but even now, a woman, a man watch it, and they can agree that he's a cool dude. So where's the difference, right? And I went like, whoever Conan is, gotta have that enzyme, or otherwise it's not going to work. And I found that Jason had that, but he was a very tough sell to the studio because I went like, well, we know him from shit,
Yeah. This is before, like, he grew up on Game of Thrones and Aquaman and Justice League. This is the early days where all he really had was Baywatch on his resume.
Well, Game of Thrones was, even though it aired before Conan, was shot after Conan was completed. So he hasn't played the primordial kind of stuff yet, right? So they said, well, we don't know. And look at his voice, he's trying too hard with his voice. I said, that's how he talks. You can put a bucket on your head. You will talk like Jason Momoa. He talks like that in real life. He's not acting that, right? So I said, listen, I bring him to Lionsgate. You guys will see him. You make up your mind. You will see he embodies this character. So I walked with him through Lionsgate. And in order to get to the conference room, you have to walk through where all the cubicles are, these open roof cubicles where the secretaries and so on sit, right?
Sure.
And all the heads went, whoop, ooh, what just walked by, and he got the part.
Yeah. That's so great because he just, there's something about him that just you gravitate towards him. Like he walks by, or if you see him on TV, you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
And it's something like The Rock, like even like they have this intangible that, you just can't create. And that's why, kudos to both of them. They're just killing it.
You don't find that kind of actor much anymore. Who's the next Sean Connery, who's the next Arnold Schwarzenegger? Avi Lerner, the producer, I told him, he kept on saying, Marcus, who's going to be the Conan? And I said, I don't know. You got to have chutzpah. And I think Jason had chutzpah.